faltando uns 5 minutos só dar tchau. E deu. All right, we are live on YouTube tonight talking about the urban mobility with our immersion, English immersion for beginners. Então, estamos na nossa imersão para iniciantes, inglês para iniciantes. O tema de hoje é mobilidade urbana, urban mobility. And so let's get started. Let's answer the first question. Please introduce yourself and tell us how do you usually get around in your city? Então, por favor, Michele, poderia responder a primeira questão? Se apresente para nós e diga para nós como que você geralmente se movimenta, se transporta agora, como que você se movimenta na sua cidade.
Hello, my name is Michele. I'm 33 years old. I'm from Rio de Janeiro. Well, I get around in my city by metro, but here in Rio is very small the map of metro. So sometimes I need to take Uber, but I love metro, and for me, I only go with metro. Is this? And you, Apoena?
Hello, everyone. My name is Apoena. I'm 39 years old. I live in Salvador, but I'm from Jaboatão dos Guararapes. It's a city near to Recife. I live here since 2021. I am a military. I am a traffic controller. I'm here in a talking talk since the last June. And about the question, I usually get around in my city by car. And you, Ana Coelho?
Oh, my name is Ana Cláudia, but everybody knows me, Ana Coelho, and I'm from Rio de Janeiro. I'm 48 years old. I'm married. I have a daughter, a teenager daughter, and I have a little dog too, Yorkshire. And I'm in QA. I'm a test analyst. And I like so much in my free time to make something like to cookies and the meals, different meals with my daughter, okay? And I stay at Talk and Talk, I think that 3 months, 3 months. And I live in Rio, like Michele, and I don't like to walk in this place, but when I must to go another place different from my house, I generally use subway or bus because we have a point in front of my house. But I always goes to buy car, but I don't drive, okay? My husband, it's my Uber. And then I wanted to stay in some place. In a few minutes, I asked him to give me to this place. Generally, we go with my daughter. And when he says every day that he is our Uber, and then, but we can't pay. I think that is only this.
That's great. Thank you, Ana. Apoena, would you mind to read the second question, to read and answer the second question to us?
Of course. Question number 2. What types of transportation are common where you live? Here in Salvador, we have a subway, bus, Uber, and there are 3 options here. And you, Michele, what about Rio de Janeiro?
Here have bus, Uber, metro. Is this, I think. But I don't.
Train.
Train, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but I never use.
I took in the past because I lived in Santa Cruz, is in the end of the line.
Yes. Yes, I take one time.
I lived at Nilópolis, and then I know what you say. What you said, Chaperi.
Yes.
It's worse than Santa Cruz.
Yes, it's this.
All right. What about you, Anna? I don't recall. You live in Rio also?
Yes,
Oh, okay. So
no problem. I was born and live in Rio.
Oh, great, great. So don't the people use like bike in Rio
Yes,
to get around?
Itaú's bike.
Yes.
Yeah, but maybe people own their own bike. I don't know, to go to the or even these electrical bikes that, like, my dream is to have an electrical bike and to, I don't know, to have the infrastructure to go around. I don't know. Here where I live, in the neighborhood that I live, it's really dangerous to ride bike because there's no bike way. I don't know how to say ciclovia in English.
I think that it's bike away.
Bike way, let me translate because translators are our best friend. Ciclovia. Cycle path. Cycle lane and cycle path. So here there's no cycle path, only near the beach. So it's like dangerous. So I ride my motorcycle in my car. I do have bike, but I don't use it so often. So that's
In
my
Rio, it's danger, but everybody rides a bike. But I think that the most of people don't buy a bike, only rent a bike, Itaú's bike, okay?
I thought you would say they stole. They don't buy, they
Yes,
stole.
yes, it's the problem. Or they stole, or we don't have a place to in the building to
Yes, to
put the
park,
bike.
to
Yes, to park. It's my case. In my building, don't have a place to
There's no place.
to take, yes, to take the bike, and then we rent. My husband goes to his job with bike. They rent those bike for a month, and then he goes to your job. It's only 6 minutes riding bike to work.
Something
And
like, it makes no sense to get a car to I don't know, to this distance, right? I believe it's more complicated to try to park a car near the job or near your house than use a bike or even go by walking. I don't know.
I went to Rio last June to run the marathon, and I saw a lot of kind of motorcycle. I don't know what the name, but it's a kind of a little motorcycle, and everyone use na ciclovia. So it's
Electric
very
bike.
sorry.
It's electric bike.
Like electrical. I don't know if he is an electrical bike, but I saw a lot of people.
Yes, because the teenagers are using these kinds of bike. It's like a motorcycle, but it's not a motorcycle. It's an electric bike, like a motorcycle.
And I thought it's very, very dangerous because the people using were using a ciclovia. So
So it's hard because it's dangerous older people that are using the cycle lane, and it's dangerous to the electrical rider when it comes to go to the street because the car. So it's dangerous in any way. So it's hard. It's hard. Well, I believe our cities. Uh, it don't have. How can I put this together? The cities that we live don't have the right infrastructure to accommodate people, to transport people. So we are only selling more and more cars. For instance, there's a I don't know how to say rodízio. Wait, let me translate it. I'm referring to São Paulo. So there's a rotation rule that in São Paulo that you some kind of different plates, license plates, are not allowed to. If your car has this license plate with number ending on number, a specific number, X number, you are not allowed to go out in certain places in one day of the week. But people avoid it buying the second car. So, and they buy it by the plate. It's a common question. Which is the end of the plate that you want? Because people buy the second car to avoid the rotation, and so there's makes no sense at all. So it's really hard to get around our cities, our big cities. I believe when it comes to small cities, it's a little bit better than big cities, but it's a really problem here on our country. So, Anna, would you mind to read and answer the third question to us?
Fourth question. Or three?
Actually, it's the third.
Okay. Is it easy or hard to get around in your city? Why? It's so hard to get around because we have a lot of people walking on the street, and the cars, bikes, and trucks, buses, and everything that you can imagine in Rio, you can see. Horse. Okay. Yes.
Horse?
Yes.
There are still
Sometimes,
horses?
yeah.
Sometimes, yes. In the town of the city, we have. I didn't see. Oh, how can I say? I didn't have a sim before, but I saw it. I thought that 1 month ago, a horse near my house with another person, carroceiro. I don't know the name
I believe there's no
in English,
translation to this word.
because we have a lot of carroceiros near my house, but it's not with any animal, but I saw with a horse. Once a time.
Carroceiro is called cart driver or wagoneer.
Horse driver. Okay. I
And
thought that
Anna,
it is only on interior cities, but in the town of city too. We have
what
the center
what
of Rio.
neighborhood do you live?
I'm living in Tijuca. Tijuca, and we have a lot of carroceiros because we have a deposit of cars. Okay, of the police station, and we have a ferro velho near too. I don't know in English. And then we have a lot of, and when the most people lives in buildings. When we have something to go out, like some wardrobes or things like these furnitures, we have a carroceiro to take off these subjects, these furnitures. So sorry, furnitures.
These materials. Well,
Yes.
it's called, I've translated it, and it's called junkyard. So ferro velho is called junkyard.
Junkyard.
I shared it on the chat.
And near we have a build of INSS, and behind the INSS, we have a junkyard, and the passage on TV that a person that works at the INSS was killed by another person that worked in the junkyard.
I'm,
It's
s-
so
I'm,
very,
I'm,
very
I'm,
peace when I live in Rio.
I'm searching
Tijuca,
right
near Morro
now.
da Tijuca, Salgueiro, Formiga.
I'm looking for right now the INSS agency in Tijuca. It's on the street São Francisco Xavier, 324 Maracanã. No, it's Maracanã.
It's near my house.
Near, because
Yes.
I was
I
curious to
have
see.
a walk. I walk on Maracanã.
Okay.
Walking. Yes, I have a walking on Maracanã on weekend, Saturday and the Sunday. I did it. I yes, I do. So sorry. I do it every Saturday and the Sunday. I walking around the Maracanã. It's near my house.
And so, but it's not in the same neighborhood. It's not the same agency that you were talking about, right?
No, we have
Okay.
the
Oh,
NSS. It's 15 minutes
I
from my house.
I just found Uruguay Street, Tijuca.
Uruguay is so far.
So far, all right. What about you, Apoena? How is it hard or it's easy or hard to get around in your city? We lost Michelle, right?
Yeah, I think here in Salvador, I think it's a little bit hard. Like Ana said, here there are a lot of people walking the street, a lot of bus, a lot of bikes, and here in Salvador there are a lot of kinds of like a highway. So if you, I'm completely lost here. So every time that I need to use to drive my car, I put in a GPS, and I sometimes I'm lost. I stay completely lost because if you go out the highway, you can, how can I say, tipo, você pode cair num lugar meio estranho. So, because here in Salvador, I think it's the same Rio de Janeiro. I use it
It's
to
it's a
say,
dangerous place.
yeah, yeah. I use it to say that Salvador, it's the same Rio de Janeiro, but we are here in the northwest, and Rio de Janeiro is the south. So
Let me ask you something. Where are you from, Apoena? I totally forgot.
I'm from Pernambuco, Jaboatão dos Guararapes. It's
Okay,
near
good.
to Recife, but I am a military. My father is a military too. So since when I was 2 years or 3 years, I moved. So I lived in a lot of cities around Brazil. In Rio, I lived about, I think, 50 years. And I passed in my public concourse, and I I studied in São Paulo, no interior de São Paulo. And now it's my third city. Tipo, é a
Okay.
terceira cidade que eu tô morando depois que eu me formei, né, na escola militar.
I understand. So, do you work at a Sindacta unit?
No, Sindacta stay in Recife. I am a
Nice.
traffic controller, but my area, it's approach control, because there are like three parts about control.
divisions.
We have a tower. Everyone knows about tower because when happened something about aviation, everyone talk about tower, but nem sempre. And we have approach control, like in the middle, the space in the middle, and so o Sindacta é no centro, então controla as aeronaves que voam mais no alto, digamos assim.
I understand. So it's a matter of altitude.
Yes, it's about altitude.
I don't recall if it's called like altitude because it's altitude or height or elevation.
Yes,
Correct.
but I'm here in Salvador, but my area is in Aracaju. I control the Aracaju approach, in Aracaju approach.
Well, it's a really, when I put this together, really it's important, your work. I believe it's so important as the pilots because you'll have to well, I believe it's a totally stressful activity. Like it's
I
different.
love
Like my job here, I can take like 5 minutes, go around and came back and come back, and everything is the same. So you don't, you don't
Yeah,
have.
I love my job. I really love, but sometimes it's very stressful and we can't make a mistakes.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Apoena. Let me see. We have the fourth question. Let me read it to us. Okay, I think we lost one more people here. Oh, no problem. So the fourth question, what change would you like to see in transportation where you live? As I've mentioned before, I would like to see like specific lanes to buses and to bicycles and to cars. So I believe it's really hard to have these because it's a matter of infrastructure. It's expensive, but I believe if we had a quality public transportation, maybe I can use it instead of use my car, you know. And if I have the possibility to ride my bicycle in safety, maybe I would use it more and more. So as long as we don't have it yet, I will keep using my car and making all the increasing the problem. But it's something like we only think about our individual side and don't think about the collective side. So that's what the change that I would like to see in transportation here where I live. What about you? And
If I can change something in the transportation in my city, I will think that train because it's so hard, and there are a lot of people that use every day to goes to work or to school, and the bill is so higher, and I think that it's more cheaper for the workers, and we think that I think that more comfortable, okay, for all the people that uses because I think that it's the main principal transport of Rio de Janeiro. It's train. And we have Japeri and Santa Cruz that we have a lot of workers all the day. And when you stay at 5 o'clock a.m. or 11 p.m., we have a lot of people in the train. Yes,
even that
even
time,
all the day,
wow,
all the
wow.
day. I said it because I got with Japeri for 20 years, I think, when I work. And then when I began to live in Tijuca, it's near the town city, or another places in Rio, we can stay with the subway so quickly, or bus. But when we live in branches far from the town, or how can I say, cities, a little cities far
Small
from the
cities.
town, we have some problems with the transportation because we only have the train. We have
Yeah.
a bus, but we have a traffic and the trains that quickly transportation.
It's funny because I've just researched Japeri Rio, and the first photo was a train. I was smiling like that. Oh, okay. So Japeri equals to train, as long as you was talking about train, that is the best transportation, even though we have some problems. It's the best transportation to go to Japeri, so it's funny.
Saperi is the last station of the train.
Once I took a line wrong, and I was go to the Japeri, and oh my gosh, I take the
So terrible. Sorry.
yes, yes.
Wow.
Leandro, I have a question for you.
Sure.
I visited to Florianopolis last 2 years ago to participate the marathon too. And yes,
So
And she is a
you,
military.
yeah, but
no, but I really like to travel, and I like to
run.
run
That's right.
and travel too, and turistar too together.
Understand.
Yes, so me and my husband, we are marathonists, so we we travel to Florianopolis. But I think in Florianopolis there isn't a subway or a train. No,
No, we don't have any, we don't even know have any boats because Florianopolis itself, it's an island. We have
yeah,
the continental part, but it's small. So we have metropolitan cities like São José, Palhoça, Biguaçu, but Florianopolis itself, it's an island. So we have only three uh, bridges to access the island, and we only have bus as a public transportation.
yes, I really like to the Florianopolis because I think it's a city a safe city. I stay in the center of the town. It's near to da Orla, era perto da Orla, and I saw some people walking with their pets. I think so 9 p.m., 8 p.m. in the center. And oh my gosh, I didn't see this. Here in Salvador, it's impossible. In Rio de
With
Janeiro,
their
it's
with their
impossible to
smartphone
walk with your pet, your dog, 9 p.m. My gosh.
and
The
using
difference
your
of
smart.
the oh, so sorry.
Just no, go ahead.
It's the difference between the southern places like southerner or north places in Brazil. I don't know Florianópolis, but I only to go to Santa Catarina, to Beto Carreiro, and
Penha,
yes,
Penha
Penha,
City.
and another place that is south that I did, it was Curitiba, but it's not in the center. It's another place in the far from the center, okay? Because my daughter was a swimmer, like a poema, like so,
Yeah.
like two sports. My daughter was a swimmer from Flamengo, and
Nice.
she had a competition, and when we go to just to eat something in the street, when we put our feet on the line, the white line, every car stops.
Yeah.
Yes, every car stop, and I don't believe that it's what's happened, because in Rio, if you did it, you are the car is through.
The car, yes.
Yes, through from you. Yeah,
Yes.
I think that it's so educated people and polite people, and it's the thing that I love it so much, the polite people, and the city is so cleaner.
Yes.
You mean
Yeah.
Curitiba, right?
It's near Curitiba. It's
Okay.
a place that we have a club named Santa Monica. I don't remember the place,
Let
but
me check.
it's in the interior of the Paraná.
I think in the south, it's a region um, that we can find people more polite. But here I lived in Aracaju for 8 years, and there the people stop when you put your things, yeah, your foot in the white line. I think it's because it's a small city, it's more capital, so it's more common to see something like this.
Aracaju, it's located on Sergipe State,
Sergipe.
right?
Yes.
Great. Well, the city of the Santa Monica Country Club is called Colombo.
Yes, is it? My daughter is not a swimmer nowadays, okay?
Anymore?
No, no. Nowadays, she is only studying. She
Oh,
wants to be a military too. She is studying
oh,
to make this to Navy school and EPICA.
A navy, I did in the past. In the past, I pass, but some days after, the navy cancel the text, and we had to do again, and aí eu não passei. But my cousin, prima, my cousin was a Navy military, and her husband is a Navy.
But my daughter
actually,
is a teenager. It's not a
Yes,
university. It's not a university Navy. It's on
it's
Angra dos Reis,
not
because
necessary. It's
Angra
not
dos Reis,
necessary.
a college Navy.
Yes, yes, yes.
But it's only 10 places for, yes,
Yes,
for
and the EPICAM in the past,
sport.
it's in Barbacena.
Yes.
I have a friend that moved to Barbacena. My friend is a military too. We studied together in the same turma, and her husband it's a pilot. It's a pilot. Um, everyone Brazilian Air Force. E I think in the past, EPICA não aceitava meninas, mulheres, just men.
It's
Now,
it's like
now,
Navy.
yes.
But in the EPICA, it's 140, I don't know, how can I say in English, vagas. But it's middle, to man and woman, okay? Girl
Okay.
and boy. And the Navy College, no, it's only 10 vagas for a women, and the others to men. That's 112.
Yes. It's terrible. It's
Yes.
terrible to be a woman in this country.
There are no vacancies. I believe we can say
Vacancies.
vacancies.
Okay.
Vacancies. So EPCAR is the preparatory school
Aeronautic.
for air
Não, para
cadets.
cadeias. Yes. If
It's
you want
it's
to
in
be a
Minas.
pilot in the future, yes, Barbacena in Minas. If you want to be a pilot in the future, you can study more and pass to another school, like academia, in Pirassununga, São Paulo.
Yes. Good.
Actually, Pirassununga is the place of Esquadrilha da Fumaça, right?
Yes, that
They
is.
are from
They are
Pirassununga.
from, yes.
I believe it's a city with
É o Ninho das
long
Águias.
tradition. Yeah, it's called Ninho das Águias. So it's interesting. Actually, it's hard because even though you study a lot, there's a lot of competition. There are a small amount of vacancies and a lot of people trying to be accepted. So I believe it's really hard.
Yes, I did 4 times. Oh my gosh,
Wow.
2 years. But I have a friend that try 8 times. So it's hard.
But he or she made it.
Yes.
Oh, well,
Yes. After 7 or 8 times, she win.
that's the meaning of perseverance, right?
Yes.
Sometimes we get a no on the first time and we give up. But
Yes, I use it to say that study it's when you want to study a public concourse, it's like a line, a fila anda. So you have to keep your estudos and wait. Uma hora chega.
My
yeah,
husband is a concurseiro. I don't know in English. It's
I believe there's no translation for it.
yes. He is she has a public job, but he continues to study to do another concourse that's better than he stay nowadays. And I study a lot. I am a work of a privacy
Private company.
company. Yes, I forgot the word company, a privacy company. But I study a lot because I'm in the TI area, and then I must to study because we don't have to keep on my job if I don't study. And my daughter sees that we study a lot, and then he is doing the same thing. She is doing, yes, she's doing the same thing. And it's the second time that she wants to make a test of EPICAR and Navy. She did last year, and she didn't pass and continues to study on vacation, weekends, every day. She continues to study, and she will try again this year. And
I
she's
believe
15.
that's the way. I believe that's the
Yes.
way. And as long as she's a teenager and she have time, so
She's
it's
15, and the second degree.
is
The
she
second
15?
year, yes, 15, and she is in the second year of the second degree.
Understand.
But if she pass, she will back the
Like
first
repetition. Yeah.
yes, the first year of the second degree.
I think
It's not a problem.
yeah, não. And eu vou falar agora em português. Eu acho assim, eles muito novinhos. Eu já fui fiscal de prova, né, para EPICAR. E é assim, você fica, meu Deus, aquelas carinhas novinhas assim, mas eu acho que ensina bastante, assim. Acho que ela vai
Sim,
aprender muito, 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 e até alguns valores que foram se perdendo aí ao longo dos anos.
sim, eu
Bem-vindos
vejo
de
isso nos
volta.
amigos.
Estamos falando de concurso público
Boa
aqui.
sorte para ela.
Já estamos falando de
Obrigada.
aviação. Tá tão ruim o transporte nas nossas cidades que a gente vai só se deslocar de avião a partir de agora. Então,
De
Ai, se eu
helicóptero, né?
pudesse.
Control.
Ai, se eu
Emanuel
pudesse.
Control.
pessoal, a gente perdeu alguns pelo caminho. Não sei se o pessoal teve algum problema de conexão, enfim, mas tudo bem. Acho que foi uma boa conversa. E pelo menos na sala principal a gente teve uma excelente conversa. Compartilhei com vocês o link do survey, então, por gentileza, avaliem, acessem, avaliem. Se tem alguma coisa que vocês acham que pode melhorar, pontuem. Não adianta só dar uma nota baixa e sair fora, que não vai mudar nada. E para os novos que estão na primeira imersão, agora eu acho que era a Daphne, o Felipe, e não lembro se tinha mais alguém. Mas sejam bem-vindos, espero que tenham gostado. E é um trabalho de formiguinha, todo dia um pouquinho. A gente tem aqui a imersão para iniciantes nesse horário, toda quinta-feira, mas temos diversas outras opções de imersão, outros idiomas, então sintam-se à vontade de navegar ali no agendamento. Participem o máximo que vocês puderem. É, um ponto bem interessante, tem um exemplo de uma colega nossa que nem está aqui hoje, mas ela entrou no nível muito baixo e por um ano ela teve a meta de todos os dias participar de pelo menos uma imersão. Então, acho que exceto domingo, mas enfim, ela participou e hoje ela está aí como host, está conduzindo imersões e, ou seja, o resultado do esforço vem de pouquinho em pouquinho, não vai ser do dia para a noite. Às vezes a gente é guiado pelo resultado e isso acaba
Tô com a
sendo um pouquinho
boquinha
frustrante.
dolorida, viu?
Então, fechou. Pessoal, vamos liberar aqui a sala para os demais. Eu estava falando aqui para as meninas da principal que, como a gente atrasou um pouquinho para fechar as salas, a gente estendeu um pouquinho mais para tentar falar um pouquinho mais também. Mas, novamente, eu agradeço muito a paciência de vocês, a participação. E estão todos convidados para, na próxima quinta-feira, após a quarta-feira de cinzas, participarem aqui conosco, contar as suas experiências. Eu acho que até vou mudar, de repente, vou mudar para o tema para carnaval, não sei. Vamos ver. Ou, de repente, a gente deixa um pouco de carnaval, chega de carnaval naquela semana e fala na outra
Exatamente.
semana. Chega de carnaval. Beleza, pessoal?
Eu que
Valeu.
moro em Salvador que o diga. Chega!
Não, eu
Não,
moro
pessoal do
perto da
Rio,
Sapucaí.
olha aí.
Ah, e
Tem
eu não
aquele
gosto de
Pois
ditado.
é,
carnaval.
gente. E a
Tem o,
minha Belo
Saudade da
Horizonte,
Juliana, da Glorinha.
a minha Belo Horizonte, que já foi uma cidade tranquilíssima
Agora
durante
tô
o
mata.
período do carnaval, agora está um inferno. Eu
tem até
odeio
trio
carnaval.
elétrico. Então vamos fazer uma enquete. A gente vai separar em salas quem odeia e quem ama. Depois a gente
Eu amo
mistura todo mundo.
carnaval.
Depois
Eu
a gente
amo
mistura todo
carnaval.
mundo. A gente vai aprender a brigar em inglês. Então, brincadeira.
Ok. Ok, pessoal.
Fala, pessoal. Muito obrigado, viu,
Valeu.
pessoal? Uma
Thank
ótima.
Tchau.
you.
Tchau,
Tchau, tchau e bom
tchau.
Thank you,
carnaval.
bye
Para os que
bye.
gostam e para os que não